97.9 TRT rocks. Hey, it's Jana, and I've got some super special guests on the line from the World of Outlaw Craftsman Sprint Car Series, Tony, and then also a real-life race car driver, Jason Johnson. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, doing really good. Thanks for having us on the show.
Fantastic. We're gearing up for the World of Outlaw Craftsman Sprint Car Series. It's this Saturday at the I-96 Speedway. Is that right?
Yep, this Saturday, and I wanted just 2 visits to Michigan this year, so I always look forward to that. And knock on wood, fingers crossed, the weather looks great, so that's what we always hope for. And this is actually going to be Jason's first time up here. He was injured last year for this race at I-96, so it'll be his first time racing at the track.
Well, very cool. Well, Jason, welcome to our track.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We heard lots of great things about, racing up in Michigan, and actually one of our crew guys is from the Michigan area, and he speaks very highly of the Speedway. So, we're looking forward to Saturday night, and, like Tony mentioned, the weather is looking really good, so we invite everyone to come out.
Well, cool, man. Like I said, glad to have you in Michigan. And you're actually from Louisiana. I have to do it, right? I have to call you the Ragin' Cajun?
Yeah, not many race car drivers come from the South, but very fortunate, my parents, I grew up around racing, and my parents went into racing, and my father was a racer in my childhood. So, I had a great opportunity to get the opportunity to race and enjoy life and do something that I love to do day in and day out. And, eventually we worked our way up to race with the World of Outlaws, which is the elite sprint car series across the United States, across the world as far as that goes. So if you want to see one of the best shows in the area, is definitely you want to come out on Saturday night.
Totally, man. Now, I did see that it's the most grueling schedule in all of racing. How is that? What makes it so grueling?
Well, I don't know. For the crew guys, I would say it's very grueling, just for the fact that, I believe we race 90 events throughout the year, which consists of 90 nights. So that's, one in every 4 nights we're basically racing. And it's just so much travel. We go from coast to coast 2 to 3 times a season, and a lot of times we'll race on a night, might have 5-hour drive, and it's 3 or 4 hours of maintenance to be ready for the next night. So it's really hard on the crew guys. But from the driver standpoint, you really, really love the schedule. I mean, we get to race, and, there's nothing more fun than climbing in that race car and going as fast as you can and being as competitive. And to do it night in and night out and do it 3 to 4 times a week, it's fantastic.
Awesome, man. Yeah, like you said, you're doing something that you love. I did want to ask, you talked about, you growing up, and, your parents were supportive, and that's an awesome thing for, there's a 16-year-old out there that's listening right now. They're like, I want to be a race car driver. What is a couple things that they need to do?
Well, I think, for the young group coming up, I believe it's important that they get involved in the sport. And, we always try to bring even young guys out for the summer sometime. And, if it's what you're really into, you need to join on a team, whether it's a local team or not, and get your feet wet and get started. And maybe spend a little bit of time at a go-kart track, local go-kart track, or get involved with some of the local racing community and try to get some laps in and, make sure it's something you enjoy. You enjoy the competitive edge because at times, it's nail-biting, so it's a lot of fun.
Got it, man. Well, good advice. Like I said, we're really excited about the World of Outlaw Craftsman Sprint Car Series at the I-96 Speedway this Saturday. So I was reading that you've had victories in stock cars, in mini sprint cars, 360 sprint cars. So what kind of cars are we talking about that are going to be at the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series this Saturday at I-96 Speedway? What kind of cars are those?
Well, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series is basically the elite division of sprint car racing across the world. So we run 410 cubic inch motors. We run the best tires available. You're going to see the best top 10, 14 drivers across the United States, all competing at, a venue that's going to be within driving distance that we, like Tony mentioned, we only get to Michigan twice in a year. So, it's important to come out. We have wings, sprint cars have the nose wing on the front and the big top wings on the top, and puts lots of downforce so you can get the 900 horsepower down to the ground, and it creates for some very exciting and intense racing, got lots of downforce. And anyone that's never been to a sprint car race, when they come out for the first time, the magic word is wow. They just couldn't believe how fast you could go around a quarter-mile dirt racetrack. And we invite everybody out and hope to see a large crowd.
Piggyback real quick on Jason, something when you go out there, it's a sensory experience. I mean, you can feel when those cars, he mentioned 900 horsepower, when they go by, you can feel the ground shake. I mean, you smell the race fuel, the tires. I mean, it's sight, sound, hear, it's everything. So it's like you said, you got to experience. You can watch it on TV and whatnot, but when you're actually out there, most times when somebody comes and sees it for the first time, they're going to definitely want to come back.
Well, now I feel like I have to ask, how fast are we talking?
I'm not really sure. Like Tony mentioned, I haven't been to Lake Odessa ever before, so I'm not sure, what kind of speeds we're looking at. Maybe Tony could, let us know on that. But majority of the places, we're well within the 100-mile-an-hour range, if not, substantially above. So I'd say you're going to see some new track records and
wow,
and lots of great racing. But Tony could probably be a little more accurate as far as actual speeds and what kind of lap times we actually run around that place.
Yeah, right now the track record is 12.7, and they actually just put some new clay down, so it's a little bit new surface this year, and it's a pretty good bank track. So like Jason said, probably it'll be close to a new track record this year. It's been a little bit dry up there, so that we'll see what that does to it, but nonetheless, it's going to be fast. I mean, like he said, average speed's probably around 100 or so, but I mean, coming down the straightaway, it's probably 120, 130 miles an hour, and then you kind of got to get on the brakes just a touch to get into that corner. So it's definitely, they're getting around that place.
Wow, that does sound crazy fast. So this Saturday, I-96 Speedway. Tony, I think you can answer this. How do we get tickets? Where do we go? What do we do?
The easiest way is to come out on race day, and you can buy them starting around 2 o'clock. The ticket window will be open, but if you want to get them in advance and save yourself some time on race day and not have to wait in line, you can go online at slspromotions.com. You can buy them right there online and have it all done, and you get to the track, and then you pick up your tickets. You can walk right in, but otherwise, starting around 2 o'clock, you can come out there and buy tickets, and you can buy a pit pass as well if you're out there, and then you can come walk around, check out the cars before the races. And if you don't want to do that, you can wait till actually after the races. If you're in the regular grandstands, we open up the pits, and you can walk around and meet guys like Jason and see the cars up close and take some pictures and get some autographs.
Sounds like so much fun. You guys, thank you so much for talking with me. The World of Outlaw Craftsman Sprint Car Series at I-96 Speedway this Saturday. Get your tickets. Tony, thank you so much. Guys, go see Jason. Jason's going to be driving this Saturday. Guys, thank you.
Thank you, Jana.
Yep, thanks for having us, and we'll see you out there on Saturday night.